Hey, you guys, welcome to Office Grad. I hope you guys are having a great time learning new formulas with Office Grad family. Today, we are very excited to share this new formula with you, which is called index and match formula. And why we are very excited because this is one of my favorite formula, my personal favorite formula, because this formula gives me flexibility because I don't have to type in manually column number or a row number. With the help of match function, it can easily be done. So definitely it improves your efficiency and it definitely helps you automate various reports. Okay. You might guys already know index and match are two different formulas, and it can make miracles when you combine the both together and work with them. So before we begin, guys, just a little bit heads up that this for a particular video will be a little lengthy. Reason being, these are two different formulas. So I will show you, I will break these two different formulas. So I would show you the index formula first, then we will learn the match, and then I will combine both the formulas, and then we'll see how to apply them together. All right. Before we begin, let's understand why did I say I don't have to put column index number and what kind of flexibility that I'm talking about. So if you guys have already checked out my VLOOKUP with exact match video, I did speak about one of the limitations that VLOOKUP formula has, where your lookup value and the table array, when I talked about it. So I did mention that if you're looking for, let's say, product number. So in this spreadsheet, what I am looking for is, I'm looking for a product number and per unit cost for binder, and this information is definitely available in this specific table. However, you would notice that the product name, which is this item, is in the P column, and the product number and per unit cost is towards the left hand side of this product name. So in this example, VLOOKUP will not work. So that's the limitation that VLOOKUP has, which can be overcome by using index and match function. Okay. So all right. So I think so we can let's get started and let's understand. First, let's understand what does index formula do, and then I will show you the match formula as well. So we'll start with equals to sign, and then I will type in index and bracket open. As soon as I open the bracket, we notice there are three arguments. So first, the formula, we need to provide an array, then we need to provide a row number, and then we need to provide a column number. So in this case, I am looking for a per unit cost for this pen set. Here I don't have any lookup value to be selected. I don't have any table array to be selected. So you need to simply select an array from where you're trying to fetch the information. So in this scenario, I'm looking for a per unit cost. So I can simply select per unit cost column. So which is from O1 to O6, comma, I will define the row number. So I have to type in the position of a row starting the first row. So pen set is on the third row, right? So this is my first row, second row, third row. So I will type 3 because this that's the third position, comma, column. In this case, I don't need to define column. Reason being, I have only selected one column. So you don't have to mention what column number are you looking for. You can just put a bracket close and you can hit enter, and let's find out what information is it providing. So for pen set, my per unit cost is 499. So yes, it is working. Let's try using two column numbers and let's find out if it works. So what I am going to do is, I am going to just press F2, and instead of O1 to O6, I am stretching it to N1 to O6. So you would notice that I have two different columns and six different rows, and I have already uh, uh, updated row number, but I need to mention from which column I'm looking to fetch the information. So I would hit comma, and the index is asking for which column, whether you want the product number or you want the per unit cost. So in this scenario, I'm looking for per unit cost, which is the second column from this array, right? So as I did mention that these are two columns and six rows, of which I have already provided the row number, which is the third row. I need to provide the column number. In case of per unit cost, I will type the I will type 2 because it is the second columns from the array, right? And I hit enter and I find out whether it is matching. Yes, it is matching. Let's try changing it. What if I change this 2 to 1? What happens? Let's hit enter. It is giving me product number, right? So based on the requirement that you're looking for, you can change the row number and the column number. But if I try to change this to binder, and let's say if I try to change this to product number, is it changing? It is not changing. It is still not yet dynamic because I have not yet given this formula. I am still updating the row number and column number manually. So you can get rid of this manual input by adding a match formula. Okay. So now first let's understand what is the match function do exactly, and then let's try to combine it. Okay. So let's try adding match formula over here. So I'm typing match, so equals to match bracket open lookup value. Now I'm looking for this binder, comma, it is available in which column, right? So it is available in this column. So this information, or rather this lookup value, is available in this column. So you will have to select the appropriate column, comma, match type. This step is a very important step. If you miss it, you might end up getting incorrect information. So in case of match type, I will type 0 because 0 is for exact match and I'm looking for an exact match over here. And then I hit enter. Let's find out what is it doing exactly. It gave me 2. 2 is nothing but a position of your lookup value. As I mentioned, I selected this N2 as a lookup value. So it is giving me the row number where this information resides starting this table array. Okay. So you have started with P1 to P6 and it's the second row of this column. So that is the function of a match. So match gives you the position of your lookup value. Let's do the same thing for product number now, and let's find out the position of product number from this table array. Okay, I'm typing it in Q column now, equal to match bracket open. This is my lookup value, so I'm selecting this as a lookup value, comma, lookup array. So in this case, let's select now this product number information is available where is it available? It's available in the first row, right? First row, but into three different columns, right? Three different columns, but only one row. So I have selected from N to P, but I have only selected for one row, right? And then I'm putting comma, and as I mentioned, I'm looking for an exact match, so I will type in 0 bracket close, hit enter. 1. Okay, why is it giving me 1? Because from the area that you have selected, this is my first column. So let's say I had it been from M1 to P1, what would have been the results? It would have been 2 because from the selected area, that's the second column, right? So your selection is very important in that case. And again, I'm getting back to N because I'm only going to select these three columns. And let's try changing now. I'm changing this to per unit cost and let's find out. Is it changing? Yes, it is changing, right? So it has changed from 1 to 2 because from the selected area, that's my second column. So that's why it is changed to 2. Again, let's try to change this to pencil. Let's find out, is it changed? And let's try to see. Let's verify. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So it's the fifth row. So that is how you can change it. Now let's copy it and replace this 3, okay, with this match formula. Hit enter. Similarly, let's copy this, okay, and let's replace this 1 with another match and hit enter. Okay, so as soon as I change this, it is giving me the appropriate results. So that is how you can have it dynamic, right? So it is giving you, so the results are dynamic. You are not changing it manually, and you didn't have to cut and paste it before your lookup array, so on and so forth. So that's why I did mention, guys, that it is dynamic formula, and it is definitely improves your efficiency and reduces your calculating your column index number or a row index number, so on and so forth, right? So why don't we go ahead and update this formula in this cell? And guys, you would have noticed I did not freeze, or I did not freeze any of these lookup arrays or the lookup values. So it is very important to freeze or set your lookup arrays. If you don't do that, it won't work, right? To learn about how to freeze or what is the absolute cell reference or a relative cell reference, I suggest you check out my VLOOKUP video. I did explain a little bit about your cell references in my previous videos. So let's start with equals to index and bracket open. First we need to select an array, right? So in this case, I have to select this array. Notice here, as of now, I have N1 to P6. I hit F4. As soon as I hit F4, I get these dollar signs, then comma. Now it is asking for a row number. So for row number, let's try updating match formula. So I'm typing match and bracket open, lookup value. Now for a row number, your rows, these are your rows, right? And over here, what information do you have? You have this binder. Where is it available? It's available over here. So that is how you can check, and accordingly you can put a lookup value or a match formula for row and match formula for a column, right? So in this case, for a row, I need to select this binder. That's my lookup value for to finding out the position of a row. So that's my lookup value, comma, lookup array. Now here we need to provide where is this information resides. So it resides over here. So I will select this P1 to P6. I hit F4 because freezing the selected area is very important, as I mentioned earlier, comma, I put 0 and bracket close. Here, till here, I have updated only the row number. I am yet to update my column number. So I press comma. For column number, again I will have to update the match formula. So let's do that. Equals to match, match, bracket open. Now for column is, these are the titles, right, for column, which is available over here. So for to finding out the position of column, your lookup value for column is this product number, comma, and where is this information available? It's available over here. So let's select this, and again F4 to freeze it, bracket close, sorry, comma, 0, bracket close, and hit enter. Okay, so we have the product number for binder. Let's find out if it is correct. Binder AL111. So it is absolutely correct. However, if I drag this formula down, will this work? It is not working. Similarly, I try to dragging it to right. Is it working? It's not. two very important information are still not freezed, which we still have to freeze. That's none other than your lookup value for a row and a lookup value for a column. So if you, I don't want to freeze the row numbers, right? So D2 will keep changing as soon as I drag it down. So I only have to freeze column, which is D. I don't want to freeze 2, right? So as soon as I copy it down, it will change to 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, but it won't change it to, meaning D will not change to E or F or G, etc. So that's why I would freeze this. And in case of E1, I want to freeze the row number, right? Column number is all right, doesn't matter, but I need to freeze the row number. That's important. So I will put a dollar sign before 1 and not before E. I would hit enter, and let's try dragging it to the down cell and to the right cell, and let's find out if it is matching. Binder A11, and what is the per unit cost? It's 899. Okay, let's copy and paste special to formula. Let's try to verify the information. Let's try to find out pen set A112, A112, 499, 499. Okay, it's 275 for a desk, 275 for a desk, and A115. Okay, so there you go, guys. This is how your index and match formula functions, and you guys would have noticed that it is so dynamic. Now you don't have to manually update the column index numbers, right? Now this match formula can also be applied to your VLOOKUP with exact match or VLOOKUP with approximate match. You can simply replace your column index number where you put it manually. You can replace that by match formula. I will make another video to show you that how can you do that, maybe in to my subsequent videos. I hope you guys are finding these videos helpful, guys. If you do, do not forget to subscribe to my channel. Also, please like this video, and if you have any queries about this formula or about this video or about my previous videos, please write it in the comment section. We will also be updating our Office Grad Gmail account ID to the description box below, so that you can direct your all the queries to our Office Grads account. And if you're finding this videos helpful, please also do share it with your friends, family, and in your circle. And thank you so very much, guys. I hope you're having a great time learning, and happy learning. Thank you.